Let me just start by saying this was a very painful video to make, and I mean that in a literal sense, because thanks to this, I ended up with this. I was in the process of editing this video when I realized how absolutely gory it was. As a matter of fact, it was even making me squeamish, and it's my finger I'm talking about. My mangled finger. So what I decided to do is divide the video into two parts. The first part will be totally not bloody, and the second part, which I will clearly indicate, is for anyone who is not squeamish at all. Maybe you like horror movies or slasher movies, movies like The Substance. But I want to show you what happened and why it happened, because it actually might help someone else. During the busy holidays, everybody's in a rush. They're not paying attention to what they're doing. At least I wasn't when this happened. And so it might actually help somebody. And because I put all the gory parts in the end, it's not in the order that I originally filmed it, but I will indicate what came first so that when you get to the last part, you won't be wondering, when did that happen? It will be clearly marked. And now here's exactly how it happened. I made these frozen berries just like I have done 100 times before at least. I used my Cuisinart hand blender, blend them all together, and then at the end, when there's still some left in the end, I scrape it out with a spoon. And I always unplug the blender first, of course, but this time, no. I use my fingers. I did not unplug it. And not only that, my hand hit the on button and boom, blood and berries everywhere. And the next day I was changing my bandage on my finger. I hadn't actually been able to see exactly what the damage was because I just right away rinsed it with cold water and then wrapped a bandage around it and put the tape around it. And I had no idea how bad the damage was until I took the tape off. Here's what my finger looks like after I rebandaged it, and believe me, it feels so much better already. Within about 2 minutes, it stopped that awful throbbing pain, and I now realize I did actually have the bandage way too tight. My finger was totally white. So what I did is I took one of these squares of sterile cotton gauze, folded it in half, and wrapped it around the finger. Then I bandaged it with a couple of lengths of this tape, but we'll check it again tomorrow and see what it's like. This morning, this is the next day when I'm changing the bandage for the first time. And the worst part of it all is that I had bandaged it too tight with the wrong kind of tape. That was so hard to get off. I had to find something very sharp to cut it with. And after trying about 6 different instruments, I finally ended up with these big, very sharp scissors. And I used the very tips of the scissors just to cut little snips all around. Here are some of the little snippets that fell into the sink as I cut it. And I slowly peeled back the layers, not knowing what to expect. As you could see, the finger had been bleeding a lot and it was very sore. My finger was all white, so I don't think it had been getting any blood supply. That's what it looks like. Looks like I also need a manicure. And then finally, when I couldn't get the last bit off without it being very painful, I held it under the water tap for a while, and that finally loosened it up enough for it all to come off. Looks like it was still bleeding. Okay, that's the first piece of tape. This tape comes off a lot easier than the other tape. So it doesn't hurt as much. That did a little bit there. Ooh, okay. Here we go. This is the part that when it sticks to the cut where it dried a bit, this is the part that hurts. But guess what? Finger is not white. That's a very good sign. Looks like it was bleeding quite a bit. So there's where it's stuck, where I will have to pull it off. Ow! Ooh, ooh, ooh. OMG. Okay. That hurts, guys. That hurts. I am not being a sissy. This hurts. Ow, ow, ow. I think that's where the cut is the deepest. I can see it. You see that? Oh, gosh. Ow, 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 gosh. This is stuck on there and it really hurts to pull it off. Just doing it really, really slowly, but it's really stuck on there. Ooh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. I hope it doesn't start bleeding again. And now it's still hanging on by one more cut, which is on the back of the thumb. All the places where it was bleeding the most. Ow! Oh my God. That hurt. Ow, that hurts. That hurts. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay, it's off. But you can see it's pretty deep. Oh God. Okay. I'm going to cover it up right away. I have one of these, fold it in half, sterile pad, wrap it around. I already have this piece of tape cut. It actually really hurts. I'm not going to do it tight because we know what happened when I did it tight last time. So there, I rebandaged it. It didn't look infected, and I think it's healing nicely. That one cut is pretty deep there, so I hope that doesn't need a stitch. If you have any horror stories of a time where perhaps you weren't paying attention and something happened to you that caused an injury, then please let us know in the comments below, and you might be able to help someone else, just as I hope this does. Thanks for watching, and have a safe and great day. Bye.